welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to It's Softly Anointed, where I will never shove God down your throat, but I highly do recommend because that's just my moral compass. But anyways, guys, we need to get into it because it's Monday and I'm in the corporate world. I still gotta work. I still got a meeting to attend to. I was like, I want to do a video because this is my passion. This is what I love to do. Anyways, guys, for today's topic is trusting your intuition and the importance of discernment. Guys, one thing I have learned about this is a lot of us, we get ourselves into situations because our guts are telling us this isn't right, but we're just like, you know what, let me just do this for the plot twist. And then you end up regretting it, right? For example, it's like even in friendships, right? You feel like you have a friend that something is a little bit off. You just don't know what it is, but something is a little bit off. Or you feel like, you know what, this friend, when you tell them something exciting about you, they're not happy. Instead, they're frowning and they're cross. And you know what, every time something good happens, you already know this person's behavior, but every time something good happens, you're like, oh, because it's my friend, I need to just tell them. But when you tell them, they're always off or their vibe is off. And instead of you to like learn from that and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna tell this person anything anymore. You're just like, let me continue to do this. Let me continue to do this. Oh, that's a reminder. I definitely gotta do something, but yeah, anyways, we'll deal with that another time. But anyways, something is definitely off and you're just like, you know what, let me just continue trusting this person. Let me continue being friends with this person when you're not supposed to be friends with that person. You know that that person doesn't wish you well. Let me tell you something. The same way that person doesn't wish you well is the same way that they are with everybody else around them. Guys, people's characters are consistent. That's one thing I've learned. People's characters are consistent. If somebody treats you one way, that's how they treat all their other friends and everybody else around them. You just gotta choose if this is right for you. You just gotta choose if this fits your life or this fits your lifestyle. There's some friends I have and I'm just like, you know what, if this was anybody else, I definitely would like not talk to you, but I'm choosing this friend because maybe they make up for things in other ways, such as like loyalty or standing up for me or being there for me or sticking up for me. And then in other ways, I'm just like, yo ass would have been out the door. But anyways, that's also to say like, I'm also not a perfect friend. I also have my flaws and my friends also choose me for who I am. So I can take full accountability for that. But back to discernment and all that. Guys, people's behaviors are consistent. God gives us signs in everything that we see or do. You know, if you go to an interview, for example, and the interviewers are just not nice, something is off, gosh, trust me, once you get into that workplace, you're going to hate working there. Trust me. Or if you go to an interview and the vibe is so warm, welcoming, you know that the environment is very warm and welcoming. There are signs in everything that we do or everything that we're around is signs. Same as dating. If you're dating a guy and he doesn't even know you in the first 3 days, he's saying he wants to marry you, run, because this love bombing, okay? Real love takes time and nurture. That's one thing I've learned. Real love takes time and nurture. And two people willing not to give up on themselves. I kind of understand why some people arrange marriage, but at the same time, I don't. Anyways, guys, with that being said, as a human being, if you're going to function in this life, if you're going to function in this world, you need to take the signs that you see and run with it. Don't let things get worse. For example, if you're in a work environment and your girl doesn't like you, don't talk to that girl. Don't be talking to that girl because 9 times out of 10, she's probably talking about you to everybody else. You're telling this girl all your secrets, everything, and then you look back and realize, oh my God, you know what? She said this to me and she said that to me. Girl, duh, because she never liked you. That was a sign in itself. Like, stop talking to her. Stop being around her. Or same with like even environments you go to. Maybe you go to a library and it just doesn't align with who you are, the vibe or the aura. Like, go to another nicer library. Do you know what I mean? And let me tell you, people, right? There's a level for everyone in this world. And like they say, misery loves company. Some people will find people who talk bad about their friends. Some people will find that like amusing and they would love that. You know what I mean? There's a level for everybody in this world. Do you know what I mean? But when you're a softly anointed babe, you need to be real. We're real over here. We don't do all that but nonsense. But anyways, basically, what was I saying? Oh my God, see, this is the thing about recording a video. Your body just, sometimes I just go on tangent. But anyways, back to square one. Like I said, right? So there's levels to this, right? Some people might find that kind of nonsense entertaining. There's some people who love being the victim in everybody's story. They'll make up lies about you, talk about you, say whatever about you. And they will also have friends that are on the same page as them. There's levels to this, right? Let me just say, discernment comes when you have also set a standard for yourself, for the things that you want and the things that you want to align yourself with. Right? So for example, if you're a girl and you're like, you know what? I've seen all of this. I've seen all of that. I've seen the good. I've seen the bad. But this is where I want to be. Right? When you go out there and you're experiencing something and you just feel like it's not aligned with you, just walk away. Shut the door and walk away. Shut the door and walk away. I've been friends with so many people in this lifetime that I've learned that the friends that are good for me are the friends that pour back into me. When I meet a girl, for example, and I just feel like I'm always giving, I take a step back, bring the energy back to myself and go to people that also pour back into me. For example, I also have friends that they don't give me advice, but we talk about nonsense. You know what I mean? And I was talking to my friend on the phone and I was telling her, I was like, you know what, am I being too picky? And she was like, no, you need to have friends for every different thing. Because sometimes I just like to have a good key. Sometimes I just like to have a good key. Sometimes I just love being down to earth. Sometimes I have friends that I pray with. I have friends that I drink wine with. I have friends that I turn up with. I have friends that I go to afternoon tea with. I have friends that I wake up in the morning and go have breakfast with. I have friends that I go for walks with. And to be honest, I don't have that many friends, but maybe 5 of those friends do the same thing for me multiple times. So I'm friends with people that love to be spontaneous. And I have friends that love to like look good, dress up, go out to bougie areas because we're bougie mamas over here now. But all that came from when I started to discern if this is what I want for myself. Same with like dating guys. If you feel like you're dating a guy, and nobody's perfect and men are not perfect either, but if you feel like you're dating a guy and it's just not aligning with what you need or what you want, like cut it off. Because my dear, you will explain and explain and explain and explain until you have a headache and you're just, you know what, let me walk away. You need to learn that sometimes you can't really force people to be that way. So you need to be like, all right, since that person can't be that way, it's either I accept them or I move on and wait for better. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people move on and wait for better, which is what works for them. And then on the other hand, some people build character by learning that, oh, you know what, like this is what this person is used to. Maybe let me try and adjust because I care. But 9 times out of 10, when you do that, you lose yourself. So you don't want to do that either. Aligning yourself is very important. Anyways, guys, that is it for now. Guys, oh my God, like, I so appreciate like you guys following my journey, and yeah, share and subscribe, and if you feel like somebody needs to hear this, please send it to them, and don't forget, you are soft, anointed, and chosen, and you can change the world. Mwah.